Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 16 of my Pimp My Ride series, and today I'm back with another video, and this time I've decided to be pimping out Michael's car. Now, as part of the storyline, basically Michael's son takes his car to Los Santos Customs, and he puts the dollar sign rims on his wheels. Now obviously I don't think that looks particularly good, so I'll be probably changing that at some point. But yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing is trying to make this car look so much better, because I realised that I hadn't actually pimped it out. There will be bits of it that will already be partly upgraded, as his son went out, like I say, to the Los Santos Customs and did this as part of sort of the storyline. So you'll see sometimes that stuff's partly upgraded but not fully. It's like he's already got the race brakes on it, so I can't already add them. And now the bumper, I couldn't really decide which to do, because obviously you've got your bumper and your rear bumper to do, your front and rear. And I couldn't really decide which one to go with. Now I did look at a few of them, eventually coming to the decision that that painted bumper and splitter was probably the best one. And I thought then I couldn't really decide again with the rear bumper, because so many of them look decent and very similar. Again, as normal, I put the engine up to level 4, and I couldn't decide again with the exhaust whether to go with the most expensive ones or whether to go with them titanium ones, which I did in the end. Fenders, now I hadn't really a clue what these were until I moved down to the chrome ones. They're obviously the things that go around your wheels. So I didn't really change them much. It didn't look too much different. And the front grille. Now there was quite a few different options. I could have had that. However, I did just go for quite a plain looking one. Same with the hood. Nothing too drastic, to be honest. I think I ended up going with the double vented hood, as you can see there. Don't change the horn very often, if ever. The lights had already been changed to them xenon lights, and then again, I don't know what plate to go with, but I did end up going with the one that I normally use. And primary colours. Now this is always key when making a decent car, and I'm obsessed with using this colour. I do use it quite a bit. I know it's not red, even though I was thinking about using red. It is green. I do end up going for green, and I'm always a massive fan of green and black. Partly, that's where my logo colours came from. Green and black I just think looks really good with each other, so I did end up going with that. Now I couldn't decide whether to go with the carbon roof or not, because obviously that's different to the black. I didn't really like the roof rack. I thought that took sort of the sporty edge off it, so I think in the end I did go with the carbon roof, just because it wasn't that much difference there wasn't that much different to the black on the back. The black on the back, that's pretty good little thing. But yeah, the roof rack again I wasn't too keen on, so I did end up just going for the carbon roof. And then the skirts as well. Now you don't get to choose these very often with the cars, but in the end I did choose the sport one, which was already chosen, and then the spoilers, which I really do like. It really can make a car look very good. And there was the high level one and there was the carbon wing, and I'm always a massive fan of the carbon wing, because it's normally the biggest one. Unfortunately it wasn't quite as big as they normally are. The suspension obviously I put on the most expensive one, same with the transmission. Turbo I obviously do, because it increased the acceleration. Wheels, now this was the big thing. They were classed as low ride ones, the one that had already been chosen, and I went for one straight away. As soon as I saw a good one that I liked, I went for it, because I spend too much time looking at different types of wheels, so I just went for one straight away, which I think looked pretty good. And then what I normally do is either go for a completely different colour on the wheels, or for a similar colour to the car, so a green or a black. In this case I went for a green. I did custom tyres, bulletproof tyres as normal, and I think I ended up with black tyre smoke due to obviously the black around the rest of the car, and then limo windows. And that is it. That is the car finished. I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. It's not all just boring black now. I wanted a bit more colour in the car, so I went for the green colour, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So what I normally do, for those of you who don't know, is it's kind of like a test drive. I'll basically drive it home and kind of show off what the car's like at the moment. So you can see I do a bit of a couple of spins and stuff like that, just to kind of test it out. And also that's normally ends up being one of the thumbnail pictures as well in the background, so that's kind of also why I occasionally sort of pause in this sort of area, just so I can get a good thumbnail picture as well. So that's kind of a bit behind the scenes. But I don't know why the GPS tells me to go left. I'm used to going right from the Los Santos Customs junction there, but I decided to go right even though the sat-nav told me to go left, and I went and basically just tested out the car, and I was really happy with it. It was very fast, the brakes seemed to be pretty decent, the turning, everything about it. It was a really good car, and it'll make me want to use Michael's car a lot more, because obviously it's going to be fast, and not only that, it actually looks good now as well. It doesn't look you know, pretty average with them sort of rubbish wheels that started to annoy me a bit. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't know what I attempt to do with the car. I think yeah, just like randomly park it there. But anyway guys, if you do have any suggestions that I can do in the next couple of episodes, then please go leave them in the comments. I've done so many cars now, go check it out in the other episodes. If you have enjoyed this, then go leave a like and subscribe, that would really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.